It happens, but look, we just pick it up and keep on going. I was able to make a payout prior to blowing all of them. So yeah, today we are trading with 750k Topstep one XFAs. So as you can see here, fresh, and I've got another five 150k combines that are halfway to being passed or funded as well. So that is my sort of situation so far. Chat, thank you so much for tuning in, all these newcomers. And today we've got a guest joining us again. If you watched it, they're joining us also from yesterday's stream. We've got Stonks McGee.
Hello, guys.
Quickly pull him up. Stonks McGee is over here. He's also streaming as well. So make sure you check him out at Stonks McGee on YouTube and Twitch. All right. And with that, let's get stuck into it. So before I get into Stonks McGee's sort of outlook, I'm just going to quickly do a quick sort of check in on what I'm looking at the moment. Quick AMD. It looks like, Asia accumulated sort of downwards. London did. Actually, it's interesting. Asia sort of made a clear downtrend, and then London sort of accumulated. So I guess it's like a distribution accumulation, kind of a bit of a wacky one. Let's just say distributed down and accumulated in London. And look, we are in sort of New York just opened up with a manipulation out of this accumulation into a distribution the opposite way. Now, pretty interesting move. I would actually potentially consider looking at a long continuation somewhere if this is truly the manipulation leg into the distribution. So let's just say London accumulated here, and we could see like a manipulation leg here. This would be kind of cool if it was like this. Actually, we just made it a bit clearer. Obviously it wasn't London, we'll just say it's manipulation in this case. And in this case, I'll put London. Okay, London accumulated, slightly manipulated here in early New York session. Now it's distributing. So I'm going to look for a long continuation on NASDAQ, NASDAQ. At any sort of pullback into one of these key levels, I've got up London high, London low, Asia high, Asia low, true day open. And if we're looking at a potential take profit area, I'm going to use this Fibonacci / some people call it standard deviation, but it is what it is. Everyone has its own narrative, their narrative on the market, but I'm going to look for a long somewhere. If it pulls back into a suitable zone, actually, you can look at taking profit somewhere. If it comes back, does a pullback, it will bottom wicks us on the 5 minute. For example, if it was to potentially, let's say this this candle here closed bullish, and then there was a candle here. Okay, let's say there's a white candle here, and we would be waiting for a bottom tick, and that would be a potential long. Let's say it was like, something like that. We'll be looking for a long if it reaches this Asia low, some sort of key level. Okay, so this is a pretty viable trade for me. TP, I can do one TP at this one standard deviation, and if I was to be quite, I guess, bullish, we could look at extending the TP to maybe the true day open or something like that for a nice 6.8 risk to reward. Price is pretty volatile though, so I might look at opening my stop loss maybe 15 points. Usually I do 10 points. So
you want to stream your Discord, please?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, bro. And that is what we've got cooking up today, chat. So we'll sit here and watch this candle open up really quickly on the 5 minutes. Potentially could even give us an opportunity to trade now. If it closes, I guess if it comes and creates a nice bearish wick here, I'm a bit worried about all this fair value gap that's left. There's massive fair value gap left on the 1 minute, but it kind of just did touch it. Oof, that might have been our opportunity, chat. Let's see if it comes and touches back again. I'm only looking at risking something small, chat. Really. Okay.
Just real quickly, you said if the market moves by 6%, the top step what happens to it? Sorry.
So it's like a limit up or limit down, I guess. Hold on, let me just enter along here. I accidentally entered on my on a different. I entered on micro gold and kind of took a $76 loss there. It's quite annoying. But okay, so there's my entry there. 10 micros. Okay, it looks good. It is rejecting like we were anticipating. I'll maybe scale in maybe five micros right there. Okay, so we've averaged out our position. Pretty happy with this trade. I'm going to just quickly adjust everything. That's 15. Oh, sorry, there it is. 17.75. Let me just tighten this up a little bit. I want to have this at a 15-point stop. Okay. And I am going to set TP for just below TDO.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize how far it is. Okay, maybe maybe at the 1 standard deviation, chat. Can't get too excited here. Ooh, massive shot down there. Holy moly, what was that? Big spike. Whoa. Let's have a look at what's going on. 19 seconds. Oh, just wicked me out. I'm still happy with this long. I don't know if I can enter here though, to be honest. It's sort of rejecting off the London high. Sorry, Stonks. I'll just get back to you after.
That's all right, mate.
This candle sort of plays out. I just had a just tight stop loss 7. Look, we do have this massive imbalance here. Massive imbalance. So it is a bit of a kind of risky move to long from here, but I do have one more gun in the barrel, one more shot in the chamber. I don't know.
Do I want to be greedy here and maybe not.
Let's see.
I might be ending the stream today early. My target's $1,000 and I've already hit it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I mean, you wanna have an early day, bro. You don't want to keep trading, so.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, that's really good. That's good if you could do it. So with your question regarding Topstep, I think generally when they have this rule where if the price moves over 5 to 7% or something like that in a day, the CME or the Chicago Mercantile Exchange closes, or futures, I think something like that closes, to avoid crazy fluctuations in the market. They don't want a 20% drop in the entire market, so they pretty much close trading temporarily. So there might be a rule where it's something like once that happens, they completely shut it off. Now, chat, I am potentially looking for another re-entry here. If it comes down to a suitable level, that could have been it actually. Look, I might have had my stop loss too tight previously. So I might quickly do a 10 micros there. And this time I'm going to be quite strict. Let me just adjust everything. 15 points, there it is. Look, I'm happy for this to be a loss. If it's a loss, then I'll stop out for today. But this sort of follows my rule. It broke past this, it tapped into London high. It's forming that bottom wick on the 5 minute. Okay, before hopefully pushing bullish to maybe target the 1 standard deviation or even the TDO out here. So we'll have a look how we go here today, chat. This is my 2 trades. I'm trying to cap it off at 2 trades a day. 2 trades a day. For first trade being full size, and then second trade being about half size or 75% of that. So as you can see, first trade $500 L. Second trade I'm risking $300. And if I lose, then that's it. If I win, then that's it. So maximum 2 trades a day is the goal. Yeah, so does that answer your question, Kimmy? I mean,
Yep.
Stonks?
That does.
Yep. Okay, well, chat, there it is. 2 trades. Lost it. Both trades. That's fine. Pretty solid trade, I think. Looking back, maybe because it did touch the line high and rejected, it might be a good telltale sign to look at potentially rejecting or not going past it. So I think that's it for me. That is it for me. I'm happy with this trades 820 loss, just under about what's that? 0.4%. 0.4% down today. Not too bad. Wait, is my maths right? No, 0.5%. Yeah, 0.5 or 0.6%. Yeah, what do you got cooking up? Stonks,
What I've
anything?
just done, I've just took out a break even.
Yep.
Only because I see that on my order footprint that there's a reversal of this. Usually, what I've noticed previous is with a negative delta so high being eaten up by all the buyers, it kind of demonstrates an indicator for reversal for a little while. So I would have lost $120, but I just adjusted it after seeing the volume footprint, which it definitely would have stopped me out and at 120 loss. Hey, look,
Okay.
$0 or $2 gain versus $120 loss. I'd take the $2 all day.
Yep. For sure.
So
cool.
look,
Is that your training session done?
the thing is, on my secondary account, I hadn't had it linked to my main account when I was trading.
Okay.
So I might be looking for one more trade to end the night.
Okay, sure.
Honestly, I still might have my bias as a short on gold. As long as it's not.
Yeah, what made you get into gold specifically?
Well, look, I jumped on gold when it was on an uptrend previously. As you guys may already know, there was a huge increase as well as the highest of highs being hit and the highest pricing. So I just think Asia session as well, which I trade between 11 till 12, there's a lot more volatility and volume for the trading for gold.
Yep.
NASDAQ, not so much, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I chose to do gold, because I feel like I've been trading gold quite aggressively since I did get busted out a couple of times from NASDAQ.
So true.
And I think I might pick up NASDAQ again in the new year because this December was just too choppy for me. It's just too rough.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Look, I might be looking to enter soon. I might enter if it hits the point of control here. Damn it.
That's all right. That's all right. Play cool. Nice. I see. What's this protected? These two lines of protected that you have on your screen. What is
From
that?
the previous couple of days.
Okay.
These lines here. And before you jumped on, it kept bouncing off it. And then I just knew, I was like, okay, if it hasn't pushed through, then I'm going to place maybe a couple bets just above when it retraces back. because well, one, because of my bias, and two, it's bounced off it like 3 times previously. So if you can see here, it was just sitting around this protected line. Just bang, 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 and then market open dip, and that was that $1,000 here.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
So I entered here, thinking that it would drop down below the protected, bounced up, almost stopped me out. Bounced off it, and then market open just saved my ass.
Yeah, yeah, wow.
People are just also. I've been in these forums in Forex Factory talking about gold. A majority of people are like, "Oh, there's a lot of investors that are taking profit. They want to continue this holiday or something about the new year." Same with the investment banker. He's told me watch for a dip before the new year. So I was like, okay.
Okay. Like a dip on gold before.
Dip on gold, yeah. And recovery wouldn't be any time after March because it might just stagger. But
Okay.
obviously, he's not some expert in technical analysis. So
So who is this investment banker? Just
it's a well, actually, he's just an intern, but he's very well versed in fundamental analysis. He works for Citibank, which predominantly trade on the NASDAQ. So he's given me quite a bit of advice on what to look out for in the new year. So I asked him, I was like, "Is this okay for you to tell me?" He's like, "It's not insider trading. This is just news. You know, it's just news that's out there. I'm allowed to tell you news." I was like, "Okay,
Okay, cool.
that's awesome." I might be looking for an entry here.
Yep.
Maybe a small 3 micro. My stop was just above here. Maybe oh goodness, something like that. All right, let me adjust. Are you not trading anymore today? Or are you looking for something?
Well, great question. I did notice I had some Alpha Capital evals that I could trade.
Yep.
Potentially looking for something maybe. Just let's actually have a look at what I was doing. I did stop out my funded accounts, within reason. So I have my 2 trades, stuck to my plan, that's fine. So there might be potentially a move here on NASDAQ. There was a rejection on the London low. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Just wanted to see something real quickly. 16 seconds on the 5-minute. Potentially could be a long position. Potentially. I just would like to see. I'm going to wait for a change of character at least. As respect to that. So on the 15 seconds here, if it respects this low, I might look for a long opportunity here. Sort of have like somewhat of an internal, sort of like this internal breaker structure, sort of. It's a bit of a hard one.
Yep.
Now, if I look at London price action, sorry, New York price action so far, kind of manipulated out of the entire day's lows, manipulated down, distributed back up, or even came back to London highs, and sort of just
Mhm.
I don't know. New York Stock Exchange opened, bought up, and now it's sort of selling immediately. So it's a bit of an interesting one. It looks like it potentially could be respecting this area, so I might look at some longs. Yeah, I'll take some
Order
longs here.
filled.
Okay, I took it yet again on
Order filled.
the wrong
Order
asset.
filled.
I took
Oh
it on.
no.
Order filled.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go, chat. Sorry for that. Yet again, classic mistake. So it's come back into this 0.5, 0.618 fib level. Okay, it sort of did respect. There is, if you look at the 15 seconds, it kind of had a double bottom here. Came to this internal protected low, respected it. It is looking to make an internal change of character. I'm waiting for it to play out. I might have jumped the gun a little bit too early here, but why don't we take this pro trend continuation bullish into the sort of recent Asia low or London high or something like that. So this will be my one trade because I am sort of higher risking on these evals because with these zero evals there's a daily loss of it of 2%, which is fine. And there's zero activation fee as well. So I just pretty much not full port it, but I take a good trade within reason. Oh, I just realized we're 3 minutes off from the 10 a.m. New York session.
yeah, a new 4-hour candle. I think this is what it was preparing for. Look at all this. It's barcoding. So,
Yeah, I might actually play it safe and exit the trade maybe. Maybe I'll
I might actually increase my TP if anything. I'm going to drop that down a little bit before anything.
It's curious. It's very curious. So it's manipulated out and should be distributing the opposite way up here. This is what I would imagine usually. So yeah, potentially, it's very interesting to see. I want to see. I'll just keep this one in for today. Keep this trade in. There's 2 minutes left. Be interesting to see. I might reduce one position actually.
Order filled.
Oh shit.
Order filled.
God damn. I'm just taking L's. Press the wrong button, bro. Oh. Yeah. Chat, this is no good. No good.
Honestly,
Paper cut.
I might.
Hmm?
I'm going to drop my stop loss, drag my stop loss down, so that I take profit regardless.
Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Beautiful, bro. Oh, very nice.
If it breaks here,
Next candle about to open up. What have we got? Another 50 seconds or so. Yeah, I think this will definitely wick me out. I'm just gonna spread this out. I feel like it's gonna wick me up quite soon actually, before creating where it needs to go. So maybe staying in this trade here might be a wrong idea. But it's got a double bottom here. I'm just gonna leave 22 seconds until this candle closes. 22 seconds. Made a double bottom. I'm looking for a long into this protected high, because realistically it could continue this manipulation leg. It's kind of made a double bottom, broke back up. All right, let's have a look. So price will probably make the bottom wick now. If it comes down.
oh my god.
How'd you go?
I couldn't even adjust my TP, but
Nice.
it's just
Hit TP.
hit me. Yeah, hit my TP.
Beautiful.
All right. So
Wow. This is your second day
yeah,
on this 50k XFA. That's
yep,
crazy. Very nice, bro. Look at that. Fucking hell.
yeah.
Chat, this is what we're talking about. Stonks McGee, he's on some shit. Look at that. Holy moly. Oh, peace. Very nice call, man.
Oh, I think today having this stream open has blessed me. Not having
Order
taking
filled.
any losses by adjusting my risk,
Mm-hmm.
Order filled.
and it was just
Order
it's
filled.
just everything just went my way.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, chat. If you guys were just watching, sorry, you guys probably wanted to see my chat, my stream. I did scale in a couple more micros. As I was watching price sort of respect this low yet again. It is looking to make this internal change of character, which is great. I tightened my stop loss because I scaled in a few more micro contracts. I'm aiming for sort of this high, this most recent high here. Okay, chat. Sort of protected high here. It is, my bias is sort of long in this London session now because we've manipulated down in the beginning of this London session. We've distributed positively in the correct bias, or internally to the manipulation leg or direction. And now we've pulled back into a pretty fair, pretty nice fib level, which also coincides with London low. I don't know, all signs are pointing pretty bullish to me. So look, I'm gonna make this the final trade of the night. Um, I think
Order
I'll just
filled.
quickly, yeah, touch it up there. Look, I'm gonna set my TB. I can't even get more than 6,000 if it hits, because that's when it passes the evals realistically. But look, if it loses, not a problem. I think this is overall a pretty good trade. Sticks to my plan. I waited for lower time frame confirmation, sticking to my higher time frame bias, which is AMD. Bit of a wonky AMD today. Had a bit of a sort of directional training range accumulation. Let's say for example, in this area here. Let me find this regression. Sorry, from about, I guess, market open here to around this area where it starts accumulating. I guess this is considered like an accumulation, and then it kind of manipulates, or like, yeah, sort of, this is trending accumulation, standard accumulation, and then manipulates out. So I'm pretty happy with this. Let's just see if it wipes me out, not a problem. Live to trade another day. Okay, let's just make sure, so I can lose up to 2k, and that's pretty much, if it hits, that's pretty much 2k. Not a problem. Yeah, something like that. Bit of a slow movement, eh? Not as much volatility as I would normally expect.
Might throw one. I think all the volatility is sitting on gold at the moment.
Could be.
I've got an ATR of 7.5 at the moment. Currently, the total bid and sell volume is 9.39k for the last 5-minute candle.
What is ATR, like average true range? Well, how does that work realistically?
Look, I am just testing around with it. I think it just shows you the volume or the volatility of the actual price. I guess I have it here too, but I haven't really done much research into
Order
it.
filled.
I think it just gives you a gauge on the trending current like volatility. As you can see, in the morning it was sitting around 3 for Asia session, but it's almost doubled. So
Yeah,
I don't
fair
know.
enough.
I think it gives me an idea on how many contracts I should be trading, because it could be that volatile that it just wicks me out, and I don't want to risk $3,000 just on to get stopped out and go the same way that I think it is. So it's a good gauge for me. So like if it's sitting around 7.3, like this morning I was trading with 10 contracts gold because of the volatility being so low.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had my stop loss very tight.
Yeah.
Today it was like 3 were 3 in 1 and 5 before market open.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we were sitting at, before market open, we were sitting at 6. And it's just pumped up to 7.5.
Shit. What a
Do
volume.
I see
Well,
it can, huh?
Yeah. Continue.
I might actually look at, let me see, volume died down a little bit. I'm looking to find another entry for a sell for 1 micro at the moment.
Okay.
But it's currently sitting very far out from the point of control at the moment too. What usually happens, it does want to go back, but I might, just in case, put one here. Between the fair value gap up here.
All right. Well, chat. Unfortunately, the last trade I had on Alpha Futures hit the L, so I'm definitely 3 L's for the day. So I'm done. I've locked out all the accounts. Still got my 550k XFAs, and tomorrow I'll come back and see how well I go on the combines. To be honest, chat, these combines. Actually, you know what? Why don't we actually quickly go through the trade I took today to make or to pass these XFAs and hit this 4.6k profit on the combine. So today, this morning, actually, I might be doing better in the morning sessions, chat. I might actually start sticking to gold in the morning sessions. But look, essentially, if I pull up the chart executions, you guys will be able to see it. Essentially, on gold, I took trying something new during the Asia session. Essentially, I'm looking at sort of recent time frame structure or movement, and then I'm looking at how well it plays out in the 10 hours prior. And let's say, hold on, where are we now? So this will be about 3 hours plus another, maybe like here, around here. So if we have a look here, chat, in this tool here, you can see that in the last 10 hours or so, prices relatively bearish. Okay, we've had a sort of manipulation out of it, and price pull back to approximately 50% of the channel, this most recent channel. And then at this most recent channel, took a very simple. I had a quick look at the low time frame to see what was going on. And where'd my channel go? There it is. Well, anyways, I had a look at the lower time frame on this. Hello? Why didn't it spread? There it is. I had a look on the lower time frame to wait for like a change of character, something valid that could help me take a short into the bottom of the channel, pretty much. So as you can see, if you can see here, I waited after the second hour of Asia opened up. It opened up very bullish, and then eventually there was, I believe, sort of a lower time frame change of character, which for me validated a solid bearish move. So if we have a look here, 11 a.m., which is my time, second hour of Asia, opened up bullish, continued up, and then eventually price made this sort of I guess you can call it a change of character, internal change of character. After this presented, I was like, okay, it looks like it is going to go for a bearish move down. So that's when, once it broke that, I just looked for it to tap into something within this area here, and I shorted, covering the protected high and TPing, as you can see here, pretty much almost at the, I believe, bottom, near the bottom of this channel that we developed on the past 10 hours. So a little bit early, something that was in this sort of 5-minute order block slash, to be honest, it was just that I hit the profit target and I didn't need any more. So that could be the reason for my TP as well. But yeah, that was my morning trade. Did well in the morning trade. So I guess technically 1 win and then 3 L's for today. But overall, doing all right. And that's pretty much me, chat. Anything left on your end, Stonks, before I dip?
No, that's it. Are you having an early night tonight?
Yeah, look, I don't need to be on for any longer, bro. That's my.
That's
Seems like
alright.
I'm doing better during the morning sessions, Asia sessions. So,
Yep.
and I've already locked myself out of my XFAs to
Mm-hmm.
reduce any sort of blowout. So, I'm happy with that. I'll come back tomorrow, live to trade another day. Not a problem.
Perfect. Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. Are you still trading there? Are you going to continue, or are you?
I do want to see London close. 3:30. I do want to see it, how it reacts to this current market.
Okay.
Because I've seen London close and a lot of people sell or buy at that period of time. But maybe
Yeah.
if I can find another trade, then who knows, I might be close to a payout. Huh?
Yep. Beautiful.
This is
Well,
my second day. Yeah.
second day. Yeah, very nice. Look at that, chat. Man, you gotta love it. How many more days? So you need 2 more days. So 3 more days
3 more days.
of
Correct.
$150 profit. And chat, mind you, he only started a few weeks ago.
That's right.
Crazy. All right, chat. Well, that's me for